Hello, a happy rainy day. So I'm answering some of the questions that I got on Twitter and on Facebook to the post that I did late last week, I think it was. And I had said that I did a quote with one of my mentors that basically quoted Albert Einstein, who said that if he had to 1 hour to solve a major problem, solve world peace or solve a major thing in his life, he would spend 55 minutes really defining the problem and then 5 minutes actually solving it. So when a lot of successful people study what Albert Einstein was saying is that, the big part of success happens in the thinking. And I talk about my success formula all the time. 50% is in the thinking, 25% is in the planning, and then 25% is in the execution. Most people miss success, wealth, happiness, relationships, whatever it is that you're looking for. They miss it because they jump to the doing. So they get a great idea and they start doing. They decide, oh my gosh, I like that person, and they start going out with them. They don't spend any time in the thinking or the planning. If you study and if you are mentored by very, very, very successful people, you'll see that they spend 50% of their time thinking. And then once they determine the destination of what it is they actually want to do, then they spend 25% time planning. And then the very last 25% is in the actual execution. And I was quoting Albert Einstein when I was talking about this in one of my previous videos, and you can see them all under 365 Day Wisdom. And I'm also answering your questions when you have them. So I had several people ask me about, well, are you saying that I am my problem to wealth or career advancement or the things that you want in your life? And I'm telling you, yes, you are the problem. And that is just a reality that you need to just sit quietly for a moment. That if you are not where you want to be in money, in your career, in life, in your education, in your relationship, the problem isn't outside of you. The problem is you. I'm sorry, but that is the fact. And the sooner you start grabbing a hold of the fact that your internal conflicts and that your limited beliefs or your false beliefs are what are holding you back, then you can start getting past the defense mode of it's not me, it's somebody else, and start taking, okay, so what do I do about it? Because most people are their own ceiling. They put the ceiling on them of why they can't make the next money, why they can't get to the next level, why they can't get the promotion. And I've heard everything. Well, it's because I'm a woman, or because I'm a different religion, or because of what I look like. I get it. I hear all of it. It's all bullshit. The reality is you can go as far as you believe you can go. You first have to get your thinking straight to believe that you can and that you deserve what it is that you're looking for, and then start going to, now who are the people I got to put around me so I get the plan in place in order to actually achieve it and then start doing. We all can sit around and talk about the boohoo story on why we're not where we want to be and all the reasons why we're not. That's not going to get you anywhere. What is going to be, what do you have to do with you and within yourself? What do you have to change about you to get what it is what you want, right? So start changing and start thinking and behaving like people who are living the life that you want, and then start mimicking them in order for you to be able to get it. They would say fake it till you make it, right? So start using the habits and traits and qualities of the people around you that are living the life that you want, or that are making the income that you want, or have the job that you want, and mimic it till it becomes a second nature practice to yourself. So here's what I want you to do. Here's my little exercise. I always try to get progress so that you guys can start implementing right away. So here it is. Take out a piece of paper, and on the piece of paper, don't let that dark shadow jump in. Just take a piece of paper and say, I want, and fill in the blank. Don't say more money. Say, I want specifically X amount of dollars in the bank. I want this job title. I want this, this many vacation days. Tell specifically what it is that you want, and write it down. And look at it and read it back to yourself and go, now do the gut check and say, okay, when I read it out loud to myself, Is it really? Do you feel that instinct saying, I really want that? And do you hear the negative that goes, oh, but I can't have that because blah, 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 blah. All of the stuff that tells you can't have it are your limited beliefs. All that yuck, all that noise is the reason why you don't have it. Gut check. Yes, absolutely. Do a gut check. I'm right. I'm 100% with you. Yes. Thank you for whoever just said that. Do a gut check, because a lot of times when you say something out loud, you find out you really don't want it. You go, well, I really want, and then you go, well, not really. I really don't want that. So once you write it down, say it out loud. Do you really want that? And if the feeling is, I would really, really, really love that, then say, okay, based on where I am now, that's point A, versus what I want, point Z, what would be the first 3 things that you would have to do to start moving in that direction? You do not need the entire plan, because the minute you take one step, guess what? The universe is going to give you all kinds of information you don't have right now. So even if you spent a big, huge, long hours and hours and hours on a plan, that's not what's going to happen. What's going to happen is the thing you don't think about. So don't worry about that yet. Just figure out what are the next 3 steps that you need to do to start moving towards that goal. Now that once you start moving and you get the information, again, stop. 50% is in the thinking, 25% is the planning, and then execution. Once you get that information, stop yet again and go, okay, now based on this new information, how is that going to change my plan? And then pivot and move again, right? And slowly, each and every day, if you're watching your progress, you would rather be moving than staying still. Staying still is a slow death. You're dying and nobody has told you. You got to be moving, because oftentimes, oftentimes you got to move backwards in order to move forwards. So my 365-day wisdom for you to take around as a little nugget of thought today is, are you your own ceiling? Because the chances are very high, I'd bet my bottom dollar on it, you are stopping you, nobody else. So stop the victim mentality and start figuring out right now today, what are you going to do to move closer to where you want to go? There are 5 more working weeks left in the year. Every day I'm giving you a video. Every day I'm giving you an exercise. Write down, what do you want? What do you want right now? And then any noise you hear afterward, blow it away. That is the false, limited BS that somebody told you along the way. You can have exactly what you want as long as your gut check says, yes, that's really what I want to do. So we're going to move forward together. You're going to tell me what it is that you actually want. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you back. Good. Thank you. Good nuggets. Thank you again. I'm watching. I'm learning to watch and read at the same time. Sorry. We're going to do it together. So today's thing is gut check. What do you really, really want? And the minute you hear that dark side, absolutely positively blow it off. Do not spend any time in it. So we're going to think, and we're going to plan, and we're going to move. So happy, rainy, disgusting, yucky New York day. But I'm going to put on my rain boots and go splash in puddles, because you can make lemon out of lemonade anything. So I'm off to the city to go bounce in puddles and a ton of other meetings today. And hopefully you're making a productive day too. So thank you, thank you, thank you for inviting me into your phones. And I will see you too. Oh, and don't let me forget, on Friday, I'm going to announce to you where I'm going to be on national TV next week. Talk to you later. Bye.